Hello, and welcome to another edition of our weekly unboxing. Pretty good week last week. We timed some keys. We pushed the 16 key even, so let's just get logged in and check it out. So, hope everyone's being safe, washing their hands and all that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just wanted to make some chili last night, so we went to the grocery store, and like for some reason they had no like ground meat at all except for like vegan stuff, like meatless ground meat, and so I gave up. I just bought some canned chili instead, so wasn't as fun, but I got the job done. So last week I got a belt with some corruption on it. It was the avoidance is increased by equal to 12% of your haste. So I have been using it for tanking. Highest eye level belt that I have. So, and I have the room for the corruption. I picked up from the raid. I picked up the Devastation's Hour, which is the two-handed sword from the last boss from N'Zoth. Had a gem slot on it too, so it upgraded a bit, or maybe it comes with a gem slot. I'm not too sure, but I used it for tanking, and basically I did the same amount of damage as I did healing for the whole dungeon, which is pretty cool. It's pretty good. It helped annihilate some of the packs, so I think that's going to be good for tanking. Or if I wanted to go unholy, then I got Twilight Devastation ready to go. But I don't really intend to go unholy at this point, so. Ooh, good catch. Had the unholy loot spec set, so that would have been terrible. Alright, so for Frost. I'm hoping for... I still hope for a good weapon. Good 475 weapon would be good. That'd probably be the best increase I could get. Maybe a butcher block. I suppose like a 475 ring with a gem slot would be good. Good boots. I think any 470, like I'm not wearing any 475s for DPS currently. So in theory, any 475 would be good. But fortunately with corruption, it makes that a little bit more complicated than it sounds. So if I get something with like Twilight Devastation on it, that would be really good, like a rank 3. Then I could put on better pants and kind of go from there. So anyway, let's cross our fingers and see what we got. Ooh. Someday. Boots. Oh, 320 Echoes of Nyalotha. So that's the new currency that you use to buy essences, I guess. But they don't really do me much good on this character, so. The boots. 475 crit haste and speed boots. 35 corruption with void ritual on them. It might be worth just cleansing the void ritual and just using them. I would lose crit. I'd lose about 50 crit. The haste is about the same, plus I gain speed. And then strength. It's about 75 strength, so plus more eye level. So I'll probably end up wearing those. They have the right stats for me. Crit and haste is what I like the best. No gem slot, but I suppose I could technically add a socket to those. I don't think I can handle the void ritual. I'll definitely sim it, because like right now I'm using, I really only have for like frost for like dungeon spec, I'm using Twilight Devastation, rank 3, and then I also have, I think it says rank 2 or 3 of the mastery one, which is really good for my frost damage, so it helps with my Breath of Cindergrosa quite a bit. and that's the only real corruption that I'm wearing. I've been doing about 50 total corruption. Well, I found that AMS actually prevents most of the damage from a thing from beyond. Then of course the cloak, and then I've also got Ice Mount Fortitude, so I have a fair amount of like defensives. I have not tried to stun it at all. I just basically ignore it. Really don't even run away from it. So I don't know. I just kind of tank it. And if I get hit by it, I'll do a few death strikes and no one notices. It's all good. Key. Oh, I got a workshop. Operation Mechagon Workshop. Level 15. Fortified, Bolstering, Grievous. Oh, Grievous. And Awakened. Fortified Bolstering. That kind of sucks because the adds are harder and then they bolster each other as well. And then Grievous. So Grievous is a healing thing. Basically, if our health dips too low, we get a stacking Grievous stack, so it makes it harder to catch us up. So it's kind of like overheal and hope for the best. But being fortified weak, then, you know, it's yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Because bosses will be easier. It's kind of what we ran into workshop last week, was just the boss, specifically the third boss, the fire, like the little flower boss. I don't know exactly, but anyway, I don't mind workshop. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of skips you can do or pathing that you have to worry about. Let's keep going down the list here. I did do a key on my hunter. I think I just ran a 10 key, but let's see. The hunter could use, you know, quite a few upgrades. I got pretty good trinkets now. I got a spyglass, and then I picked up a Gale Caller's boon from a dungeon that I did. So I've been using those. I got a good gun. So my Twilight Devastation is currently on an item level 420 piece, but it is rank 3. So, and those are my bracers. So if I got a new Twilight Devastation that I could wear, that would be good. Good belt. Or rings. I'm wearing like 430 rings. So a lot of low eye level stuff, but I'll tell you that Twilight Devastation is kind of key for Mythic Plus. I think that kind of determines if, you know, you're gonna do good damage or not. So let's see what we get. I haven't seen any Twilight Devastation from the chest yet. Oh, another bow. 10 corruption. Your attacks have a chance to spawn tentacles which mind flays your target. So I actually did cleanse. I had Echoing Void on this bow that this gun that I have on right now. So I'm wondering if, because I could handle more corruption. I've only got, I guess I've got 58. Maybe I can't handle more corruption. Oh, because of the Twilight Devastation. But I don't know, maybe that would be better than the Mastery Corruption that I have right now. I think I just have a Mastery Corruption. Yeah, just a Mastery Corruption and then Twilight Devastation. I'll definitely sim it. It sucks because I already had a nice weapon, so. His key is a 9 Waycrest Manor, so nothing too crazy there. But I have yet to change my transmog, but these boots for the hunter, they're enormous. They make his feet look so big. It's like he's wearing his dad's shoes or something. I just think it's silly looking. Alright, anyway. Keep going down the list here. I did do a key on my Paladin. So I'll check my Pally real quick. I have no idea why I've been playing the Pally. I don't know. It just kind of happens. So we'll see what he's got. I don't really remember what level key I did. I did a decently high key. Okay, Retribution. I'm kind of hoping for a weapon. I got a 440 weapon, or actually a good trinket would be as good as well. So those are my priorities. Trinkets and weapons. He's only got Void Ritual and then a Mastery Corruption. So I think if he really is going to thrive in Mythic Plus Twilight Devastation. So let's see what we get. Pants. Increase the amount of haste gained from all sources by 6%. 460 pants. Haste mastery. Lose crit. His corruption level is nothing. He has 8 corruption because I don't have much corruption gear. I think I could probably lose the crit. 5 eye levels with corruption. Oh, there's short pants. So silly. I used this ICC transmog on him. I don't know, kind of like the exposed calf look though. It's getting to be summertime-ish, right? A little warmer out. His key is just an 8 siege, so I must have ran a 9 key. So, Echoes of Nyalotha. Huh. Keep on going. Check my Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter, I was looking at it yesterday, and I think I mostly want a belt. Just for eye level purposes. I have like a 440 or 450 belt, something like that. It's from last season. Some Titan Forge belt that I got. Yeah, I got a level 10 Titan Forge 450 belt. So like a good like 470 belt would be really good. I guess once again, if I got Twilight Devastation on a higher piece of gear, that would be good. Because his boots are his Twilight Devastation and they're 430 eye level. So he's got Twilight Devastation and then also Echoing Void. So he actually pumps pretty good in Mythic Plus. I don't end up running him a bunch though, just because I end up running my DK more, and you know, time is a factor. So check it out, see what we get. Of course, a weapon would also be good. 470 weapon. Ring. Good stats, haste and versatility. Seal of Regal Loa. Losing crit, has corruption. Increase the amount of mastery you gain from all sources by 12%. I probably would end up cleansing that corruption. I'm actually not sure if it's going to be better than my 445 ring with the gem slot that I'm using. It probably won't be, but I'll definitely sim it. I always say that, but I always do. So yeah, he's at 50 corruption right now. So and corruption on him, I tend to run pretty high just because he's pretty mobile, and Blur actually gets rid of a lot of corruption as well, like a lot of like the thing from Beyond damage. I can just blur through it. So 13 Siege of Borealis. So yeah, looks like I'll be running some Siege this week. Not my favorite dungeon, but it's not tyrannical, so probably a good week to push a Siege. Actually, there's not like a ton of ads in there. I guess there are some bad ads, like big bad packs with like the Cannoneer and stuff like that. But yeah, actually, let me see what that does to his eye level, because he's 466 equipped. And if I put that on, it makes him gains 1 eye level. His health goes up quite a bit. Without cleansing, it puts his corruption too high. I tried to run more than 59 corruption before, and it's not good. Basically, if you get hit by anything, like, it just keeps compounding itself. So, like, if you get hit from Thing from Beyond, you get another Thing from Beyond and a new circle, and then it's just kind of a ball of worms from there. Ball of worms? Can of worms? Whatever. Yeah. So. Alright, well, I'll do what most people are doing right now and just remaining indoors as much as possible and playing WoW, I suppose. But other than that, have a good week. Like I said, stay safe. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.